Alright guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Michael Belceric. If you don't know, I make YouTube videos about everything and anything about my life. And today we're here in Flagstaff. We're actually sitting in front of Bookman's. We're about to go in there and Kristen's gonna look around for some books as I just sit there on my phone.
You're gonna stand and hold my books.
Stand there and do something. Now, the girls are not with us today because today is all about her and I just having a day to ourselves because we've been just going and going and going. Whether it was the pageant for the girls' sports, Kristen's work, Kristen's coaching soccer now, I'm coaching football, and I'm coaching basketball at the same time, and I am going to school full time and working. So our schedule's messed up and we just have a lot of things that we're doing. One of the things that we wanted to share with you, just some things that we learned about one another, life, things that we went through, things that we overcame, and just let you guys know that we enjoy each other and stuff like that. So I'll go first. The one thing that I learned in our first year of marriage, which it's something that I hold dear to me, is the fact that there was something that I was missing in my life, and not just my life, but in Nia and Zoe's life. And they were missing someone with a motherly touch, a motherly instinct, someone that loved them and showed them the love of a mother. And I try to suppress that. I try to tell myself they'll be fine and stuff, and they would have grown up fine, but their life and my life is so much easier now that Kristen's in our life and she's my wife and she's the girls' mom and helping out in that area as well. So she's such a tremendous help. I love her so much that I can trust her, and then she's able to just love Nia and Zoe as her own, and being able to just teach them things like Nia's volleyball, Zoe's reading. So they're picking up on a lot of stuff that Kristen's teaching them, and that's such a big help on my end. But also just feeling that spot that I try to suppress, and not trying to say, oh yeah, I need someone in my life to help me raise these girls, or I need someone to help me be happy. And I wasn't depressed or anything like that. I wasn't sad or anything in life, because I was happy with life and happy with where I was. But she did come in my life, and she did fill something that I was missing.
So the first thing that I learned during our first year of marriage is that the transition from being single, well, engagement in my eyes,
dating, engagement, and then married,
is still being single. But
yeah,
when you become a married couple, that transition is hard, and that's okay. I think people think that once you find someone and you get married, that it's the best time of your life, and it has been, but the initial stages was really hard for me. An example is when I first moved in, I had nothing there. Nothing of mine was at his house.
She owned nothing in my house. Or I would say my house, because that's what it felt like to her.
Yeah.
And that's what it seemed like too, because we are very old-fashioned when it comes to relationships. Mm-hmm. So she didn't have anything for the sake of this video, in my house. The only thing that was hers in my house before we got married was a sweater, I think.
Yeah, so when I moved in, I just felt like I was almost visiting, in a sense. I'm like, okay, I'm here now, but I knew I was moving in as his wife. And when I showed up, the girls and him had just their own way of doing things. The house was run a certain way, and they put things away in the kitchen in a certain spot, and in the fridge, and it just felt so weird. I remember thinking, where is this? Where is that? Where do you guys store your salt? Where do you guys store your pasta? I had no idea. I showed up and there was,
we didn't even have a bed frame. Well, I didn't have a bed frame.
Yeah, it was so...
It was a bachelor pad.
Yeah, it was. And then, they only had, bought oat milk. I didn't know what groceries to buy half the time. What do you eat? What do you buy? I didn't know. And then the first night that I stayed there, I remember crying when I was going to bed. I was crying. I don't know why. I was emotional. I was crying. And he was asking me, what's wrong? Why are you crying? It should be a glorious time, right? We've been looking forward to this. And it's not like I was upset or sad or regretting anything, but I just felt so disattached from that house. Like, I didn't feel like it was mine yet, and of course it wasn't. I just showed up, but I remember just saying, where, I don't even have a place to put my toothbrush. Like, there's no place for me to put my toothbrush. Like, I brush my teeth and I'm like, where does this go? There's no room. There's no room for anything. Like, nothing was set up for me to come in immediately, and it was just stressful, and I was scared, and I don't know why, but for some reason I felt like my old name and whoever I was in the past was somebody else, even though it wasn't. I was still the same person, but I realized quickly that, like, my life was changing. I was becoming a wife and a mom, and it was just, I think at that point, kind of overwhelming.
Yeah, and plus, I said this earlier when we were talking, but like literally after we said I do and getting married and making that decision to be with each other forever, and literally we didn't even go home. We got on a plane, went straight to Hawaii for almost a week, and then we came back to reality of,
yeah, that was like an oasis. Like,
Yeah.
it was just like, oh, we're together, we're married, and like, it was just a vacation. Then we came home and I was like, oh, I had to move my stuff.
we had to go right back to work too.
I had to go right back to work and just being husband and wife, and it really was just, I was just thrown into that, role, which is great, but it sometimes is overwhelming. So, and that's okay. It's okay to feel that way. I got over it. I'm happy now. I was happy then, but it was just scary. So
Yeah, she's able to. She's. How would I put it? She's able to. She went through that stage to be where she's at right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she's very confident in being a mom now.
Mm-hmm.
She's very confident in being a wife.
Yeah, I
And
think
she takes the girls to their dentists and dental appointments and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think in the beginning I was like, I didn't know how to teach Nia and Zoe.
Mhm.
I just was like afraid to make them to be mean or to like I didn't know how to say things that I wanted to say as their mom. But now I feel more confident in
What made you
laying
more
out
confident?
about
Just being able to take the reins,
like having expectations, and
or just being able to be like, correct them, teach them.
I think a big part of it was you, because you kept reminding me and telling me like it's okay to show them things or correct them or discipline them in times where they need it.
Yeah.
I think if you were any different, I probably wouldn't be comfortable. But that's the other thing, is he is really open with me about just reminding me, like, yes, you have the authority, and I trust that you're making good decisions on their lives. And you told them too, like, Kristen's here, she's gonna stay, she's married to me, and she's going to be correcting you guys and telling you guys what you guys need to be doing, and if you're not doing that, it's okay. I'm giving her the ability to talk to you guys and tell you what to do. And they had to adjust to it too, I think, just as much as I had to. Now it doesn't even feel like, it just feels second nature.
Yeah, so like one of the things that we did with Nia and Zoe, I did with Nia and Zoe, was, first of all, they were thrilled that they can call her mom.
They were so happy.
There's one thing they wanted to do was just call her mom for the longest time, and we told them just to wait until we got married. And once we got married, they never stopped to do the mama, and
It's mama.
And then they picked up on it. But the one thing also was, like, I wanted them to know that with Kristen coming into our lives, it wasn't someone that was for me, it was someone for them as well. Because I shared this with Kristen, and I shared this with people before about how and why we got married. Obviously, I love her, she's awesome and stuff, but there are things in her, and there's things about her that I want Nia and Zoe to grasp onto, to learn from, to learn how to do things and how to react to things that I'm never going to be able to teach them, and that she's the one that I'm wanting her to teach. And just being able to remind the girls and her in the earlier phase of our marriage, and just say, hey, You have the authority to say and do whatever you want when it's time to correct them and stuff like that as well. And and they didn't fight it. She didn't fight it, but it did. It became natural, and it was.
Yeah, it
she
took
never
a while,
really.
though.
Yeah, she would question herself in the beginning, but now she rarely questions herself. And even when she does question herself now, it's not so much questioning like, did I do it right? It's like, could I have done something better in a different way, or could I have done this a better way, or whatever.
Sometimes I just feel bad too. Like I feel like I'm being mean, but I know that what I'm saying is important. I just kind of think about what I could say in a way that's more that they can understand it better.
Yeah.
As kids, because talking to kids is different than talking to adults. So.
And I talk to kids all day for work. So.
Yeah, and I don't.
But yeah, we're gonna go into Bookman's and we'll bring you along in there and everywhere else we go. Sipping on my pumpkin spice latte as she looks for books, and I'm trying to convince Kristen to get her Facebook back because she says that Facebook is for old people. Or her brother said Facebook. Oh, her brother said it's for old people. So she's Facebookless right now.
That's not why I got rid of it.
What?
That's not why I got rid of it.
Why'd you get rid of it?
Because you like to snoop.
Ew, she's such a loser, bro. Why'd you get rid of your Facebook?
Because.
Why?
Because.
Why?
I don't like it.
You don't like it? What do you like?
It takes away my time from everything else I'm doing.
So what's your preferred social media app?
I really like Instagram. I don't have that either.
What are you watching a lot of right now?
Hey, watch out. TikTok.
TikTok?
Yes. It's corn. This is my favorite book ever.
I can't hear you.
This is my favorite book ever. Book Lovers by Emily Henry. It's my favorite.
All right, guys, so we're here at Marshall's for part of the date, and Kristen recently saw a TikTok where her husband or boyfriend her husband let them go into the store.
There's a video of a husband.
Okay, a husband. Go into a store and shop, get whatever she can carry. Whatever she can carry, he has to buy. So she's gonna have 5 minutes to go in here.
5 minutes?
4 minutes to go in here, and whatever she can hold, I will buy for her. All right,
even if the
4
sky
minutes
is falling down.
starts now.
Jumping from cliffs so high, trusting our wings to fly. Sometimes we're crashing down, but we get up and start from the ground. And I really wanna know if I'll ever figure out where the road goes. Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high. Even if the sky is falling down, even if the sky is falling down, yeah. The sky is falling down. Even if the sky is falling down, even if the sky is falling down, yeah. The sky is falling down.
How do you feel about your purchases? Or your 5 minutes, I should say.
It was good. I ran really fast, as fast as I ran through there before. Everyone was looking at me like a weirdo.
Yeah, they were kind of wondering who this weird person was, but She got quite a few stuff.
I got 5 things.
5 things in 5 minutes. We'll go ahead and look at what she bought.
I got coffee. Disney coffee. Happy Harvest blend. And then I got this little food jar. Looks awesome because you could put soup, noodles, veggies, fruit, any food you want, and you just carry it. And it's really cool. It's actually like insulated, stainless steel insulated jar, and it's cute. It's a pretty color. This is probably one of my favorite thing I got. Okay, and then I picked out a prayer journal. I picked this out really quickly. It's my favorite color. Look at that, amazing stickers. You can write down your prayers.
Okay, next thing.
Okay. And then I bought this because my bathroom needs a new rug in there.
Her bathroom.
My bathroom. And I bought this for the kitties.
I bought that. You picked that.
I picked this for the kitties so they can chill out.
Don't mind our Target haul either. We forgot to record that, but she got a new comforter.